Guys, one of the reasons, of course, why I love the MCU so much is, of course, because of their mesmerizing and outstanding action sequences. So today, I figured since there's not really much of any news to go over today, why not just do a little free for all stream and discuss my 10 favorite action scenes from the MCU. Kicking it off at number 10, I'm gonna go with the final battle that kicked off this whole cinematic universe, Iron Man versus Ironmonger. Now, this action scene was done, of course, very, very well. And of course, having a villain that, of course, pretty much has the same powers as the hero didn't really get old at that point. And overall, Jeff Bridges did a really good job, of course, during this final battle, of course, and of course, so did Robert Downey Jr. And it's just such a fun, iconic, MCU final battle, and of course, the one that pretty much, started it all. So how could I not put the final battle from the first Iron Man at number 10? Coming in at number 9 for me is going to be Hulk versus Hulkbuster from Avengers Age of Ultron. Now, this action scene was done very, very well. Love the whole aspect of Scarlet Witch mind controlling Hulk and pretty much causing him to go on a rampage. And so, of course, Iron Man has to call in his Hulkbuster armor to stop him. And this action scene was done really, really well. Of course, you get some really funny moments in the fight scene. And yeah, seeing Hulk pretty much tear up Iron Man's Hulkbuster suit is really cool. And of course, Iron Man, of course, goes out of his way to save civilians during the fight, which is of course what we all want our heroes to do. You know what I mean? And so yeah, really fun and creative, well done action scene. Number eight for me is gonna be Number 8 for me is going to be the Spider Man versus Green Goblin apartment fight from Spider Man No Way Home. Now, this action scene was awesome, and the fact that Willem Dafoe even did his own stunts makes the scene that much more impressive. Uh, and again, pretty much reminding us all why Green Goblin is Spider Man's main villain. And of course, I mean, like, he's just going at it. Like, one of the more brutal action scenes for sure in the MCU. Because Green Goblin, like, throws Spider Man through walls. He slams him. He's freaking power drives him through the apartment floor. Like freaking badass. And then, of course, the tragic death of Marissa Tomei's Aunt May. And, of course, to end the fight, I mean, come on. Just an iconic fight scene in an amazing movie. Still to this day, especially the scene where Spider-Man's like on top of Green Goblin and he's punching him, and Willem Dafoe is just laughing that evil Green Goblin laugh, like, oh! Still love that scene. Still love that action scene. Coming in at my number 7 for me is going to be the airport battle from Captain America Civil War. Now, the airport battle in Captain America Civil War is definitely one of the best for sure. Of course, this is where you get to the whole Team Captain America versus Team Iron Man fight. Of course, really memorable fights in there. Of course, Ant-Man versus Black Widow, Black Panther versus Hawkeye, Ant-Man versus Iron Man, War Machine, and Spider-Man. Like, badass. Of course, Spider-Man versus Captain America. I mean, come on. When we all heard that Spider-Man was going to be in the MCU back in February of 2015, we were like, yes, yes, yes. And that part during the airport fight where we get the 1v1 on with Spider-Man fighting Captain America, it's like, oh, this is what dreams are made of. Like, of course, the following year, 2016, because we got that, and it was awesome. Oh. Of course, the other iconic fight scene as well in the airport battle, of course, Spider-Man fighting versus Bucky and Falcon. That scene was awesome. That part of the airport battle was awesome. And yeah, it's just a really, really great and awesome, very well done fight scene. And the humor, really great humor in the fight scene as well. Coming in at my number 6 for me is going to be the Captain America versus Winter Soldier knife fight from, of course, Captain America Winter Soldier. Now, of course, Of course, the Russo brothers are always great at handling and doing their very fantastic action sequences. And of course, the knife fight versus, and of course, the knife fight from Captain America 2 was no exception. I mean, like this fight, it's just well choreographed, well done, and of course the reveal of who Winter Soldier is. Now, of course, yeah, if you read the comics, you pretty much knew who was going to be walking into it, but still, that reveal, still great. Like, still good. Of course, we all knew it was Bucky, so yeah, still a great fight scene though. Freaking love it. Like seriously, but just that entire highway fight scene, awesome. Coming in at my number five for me is it's going to be the five. It's going to be the battle on Titan, where you have Doctor Strange and some of the Guardians and Iron Man and Spider Man versus Thanos. Now this fight scene was really awesome as well. Of course, because this was of course the first time we pretty much seen the Avengers and the Guardians pretty much together. Well, not all of them, but still interacting with each other. Of course, you get really great, really cool team up stuff like Doctor Strange portals and Spider Man coming out of them. It's like that's just so cool. And of course, Doctor Strange. Now, yeah, you have the whole stupid bit where Star Lord would have just kept quiet about, Gamora's death. They would have been able to get the gauntlet off of Thanos. But still, a great fight scene, and of course the one-on-one with Doctor Strange and Thanos, and then Iron Man and Thanos. Like, so great. So great. An amazing action scene and a damn good movie. Number four for me is going to be the Battle of New York from the first Avengers. Of course, this was, of course, the first time where our heroes have pretty much assembled, and it did not disappoint back in 2012. You have iconic moments like Hulk punching Loki, no, punching Thor, Hulk slamming down Loki. Puny God, seriously, I still YouTube that scene to this day because it's so damn hilarious. Of course, you have Iron Man, of course, taking the missile up into space to pretty much blow up all of Loki's alien army, and and Hulk saves Iron Man like, oh my, and of course you get that iconic circle shot of them all standing back to back, like seriously, like we were like, our minds were blown back in 2012. And so yeah, damn good action scene, love it. Now these top three are toughers for me because you go back and forth, but two of them are from the movie that let's see. Now these top three are tough, but I pretty much have to go. Number three being Captain America Sam Wilson versus Red Hulk. I mean, come on, this action scene is awesome. Whether you love Captain America Brave New World or you hate it, you at least gotta admit that the fight scene between Sam and Red Hulk was awesome. I mean, like, finally, a Savage Hulk again in the MCU. That's one. And of course, all the great sequences within that fight scene. Of course, Red Hulk doing the iconic Hulk thunderclap. You you have the scene of with the helicopter drones, of course, coming in trying to shoot at him. Then he catches that helicopter and then throws that helicopter into another one, like so badass. And then of course, and then of course you have the, and then of course you have um the cherry blossom scene, which thankfully it's not just there just to be like it had an actual like story purpose as well to be there for pretty much Sam to calm Red Hulk down. And so yeah, when you put it all together, it makes a damn good action scene. My number two for me. Now, this is tough because I either got to go with the Deadpool and Wolverine Honda Odyssey fight or the all three Spider-Man teaming up together. But you know what? Since I'm a Spider-Man fan at heart, don't get me wrong, I love the Deadpool and Wolverine Honda Odyssey fight. Don't get me wrong. I love I love that fight so much, but as a Spider-Man fan at heart, I gotta go with Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland Spider-Man all teaming up to fight their villains. I mean seriously, this was just mind blowing for all of us Spider-Man fans to see. Like Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland, all three generations of Spider-Man teaming up to of course fight their respective villains. I mean, come on, how can this not be this high up on my list? And of course, you have really great moments, of course, with Electro taking on all three of them. That scene was cool, and of course, them, of course, curing the villains, and you get that awesome shot of all three of them jumping off of the Statue of Liberty, and them all landing and with their masks on, like ah. And then, of course, you have the final one-on-one with Tom Holland, Spider-Man, and Green Goblin, and of course, Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man, coming in to stop him. You have Andrew Garfield saving Zendaya. Just this entire final battle with Spider-Man No Way Home. Like, this is what we wanted, and that is exactly what we got. So, yeah, that final battle to me, again, me, of course, being a Spider-Man fan at heart, that, of course, that is what we came for in Spider-Man No Way Home, and that movie delivered. Because seriously, I grew up with all three of them. I was literally like 2 years old when the first Spider-Man movie came out, and I was 12 when the first Amazing movie came out, and then I was literally in high school myself whenever Tom Holland started. I mean, come on, just so good, so good. And then, of course, number one, I gotta go with the final battle in Avengers Endgame. I mean, come on, how could you not? Just all this build up. Like, how in the world will Doomsday and Secret Wars be able to top this finale? Seriously. Like, man, I can't wait to find out how, of course, next year when we get Avengers Doomsday. And, of course, Avengers Secret Wars in 2027. But I mean, come on, like the entire last hour of Avengers Endgame. I mean, it starts off with the original three taking on Thanos, Iron Man, Thor, and Captain America. You get Captain America freaking catching Thor's hammer, like oh. Again, this little joke in Avengers Age of Ultron where you think Captain America's gonna be able to lift the hammer gets paid off in Avengers Endgame, where he lifts the hammer, he's beating up Thanos. And then, of course, you get that iconic portal scene where everybody that got dusted in Infinity War comes back. You get Captain America saying the team catchphrase, Avengers Assemble. You get all of it, of course, leading to the sacrifice of Iron Man, where he runs over, tries to grab the gauntlet, puts the gauntlet on his hand, and says this iconic line from the first Iron Man that kicked off this entire universe, "I am Iron Man," snaps, and Thanos turns to dust, and then, of course, it's like, yeah, and then you immediately just start crying because Iron Man dies. But still, I mean, seriously, if the MCU would have ended after Endgame, like, it would have been perfect. Like, it would have been perfect if you would have just ended right there. But hey, of course, the MCU still needs to make their money, which I get. And of course, you can't blame them for continuing because otherwise we wouldn't have had movies like Spider-Man No Way Home or Deadpool and Wolverine. But yeah, all that and more is, of course, why Avengers Endgame for me is the best MCU action scene. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about my list down below in the comments. Put your own list down below as well. Honorable mention, by the way, goes to the Deadpool and Wolverine opening. Yes, I love all the other action scenes in that movie, but I mean, like, this was, of course, the first time where the MCU was like, oh, you want us to go hard R? Oh, don't worry, we're going hard R. And of course, that entire opening scene, that opening scene was great to kick off Deadpool and Wolverine. And of course, I at least gotta give that action scene an honorable mention. And of course, the music, Instinct, Spy by Bye, and freaking and him just cutting up the TVA agents with Wolverine's bones, and him dancing like I at least got to give that action scene an honorable mention for sure. But yeah, let me know what do you guys think about my list. Please share your own list down below in the comments, and I'll be seeing you guys later. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe as always for more brand new videos. And don't forget to hit that bell icon either so you guys get notified whenever I upload brand new videos. Please tell me down below in the comments, what are some of your favorite MCU action scenes? I'll be seeing you guys later. Peace out. Peace out, guys. Let me know what you guys think about my list, and let me know what are some of your favorite Marvel Cinematic Universe action scenes.